Are you guys? So, we are entering a new era. I am going to be reacting to a lot of artists that I haven't listened to, or I've been meaning to get around to, or maybe I just don't quite understand them. And what better place to start than NBA YoungBoy? So, I currently got, I think this is his biggest song on YouTube, Genie. And I got a completely open mind, man. I love music, I love art, and even if someone's music isn't for me, I could still appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually pretty excited to go on this arc. So y'all let me know in the comments what other NBA YoungBoy songs should I check out. Y'all are more than welcome to come to the live stream. I'm currently streaming live on Twitch. Y'all pull up, just let me know that you're from YouTube. Like, hey, I found you from this video, so I can know you're not a bot. And then y'all can give me some more recommendations and stream as well. So this is Genie by NBA YoungBoy. I've never listened to a song from him. I know that might be kind of crazy, but like I've heard like little snippets or clips maybe that people used in like memes or gifs, but I've never listened to an NBA YoungBoy song before. So this is gonna be interesting. Let's see what bro's origin story is, and y'all let me know in the comments what is his origin story. I know he's from Louisiana. I know he's associated with Birdman, but I don't really know much about bro for real. Like outside of the fact that he be crashing out and has a lot of baby mamas. All right, y'all. NBA YoungBoy Genie. Let's see what the hype's about.
This a pain song, but I'm letting everything go. I promise. When I speak specifically about anything.
Wait, that's he's mad articulate. I didn't think bro was dumb. I'm not one of them people who think just because someone's a rapper they're dumb, or heck no. I think rappers are actually usually very intelligent, and a lot of dudes in the streets be really intelligent. As a person who had a lot of family that was in the streets firsthand, I know how smart a lot of them are. And I think rappers actually don't get a lot of credit for how smart they are. Let's just say you can't be a good rapper or lyricist or storyteller without having some degree of intelligence. Putting those words together is not as easy as people think it is. Rap is literally an art that needs to be studied. Regardless how street or young or much of a crash out these artists are, I will never reduce them to just saying, oh, they're just a rapper and they're not skilled. So let's see. But like the way he opened that up was like some spoken word though.
Everything go, I promise. When I speak specifically about anything.
I didn't know he talked that
clear. That's my way of showing I don't care no more. I'm gonna just go with life.
Y'all let me know, how old is he right here? This is 7 years ago? Okay.
The death called my name.
Playboy on this bitch, but he ain't playing no
problems. Yeah, thinking how I'm gonna solve it.
Yeah. Oh wow, he was on the news with he wanted a real. Okay, so he not one of them dudes that's just, oh, I'm in the streets, but it ain't no record of you doing nothing. Okay.
So much pain in my body. Yeah, they selling lies and I bought it. Yeah, don't tell me that you love me if you ain't gon' die for me. You can stay the fuck around me if you ain't gon' ride for me. Told me you would never leave, how can you just lie to me? Yeah, get from off your knees, you ain't gotta cry to me. Yeah. I been giving all my love. Tell me, do you feel it? Never learned how to trust.
Whoa, what's the release his new song? Wait, body slamming girl. Whoa, yo. Bro's casually scrolling through that is crazy.
Penitentiary, all for you, I take a slug, baby. Who the realest? I'm a genie, I got answer wishes, yeah. I got my static when you ride with me. We get pulled over, no, you ain't gonna do no time for me. I put my hands up, yeah. Police drew down on me. So many charges make me wanna go run way overseas, yeah. Reminiscing about them days, I was sitting up in the cage. I was begging you to stay, and you hung up in my face. Freak out.
You know what's interesting about him? Like, the thing that's standing out to me is, I'm not gonna lie, his voice is very unique. Like, the way he's going about the melodic sound is just unique. I don't know if it's his voice that makes it sound so different, but he just has such an interesting, like, way of delivering it, right? But it's like, you could tell he young, but like, however old he was, because I think someone said he's 25, so if this is 7, it says he's like 18 or something. he had a very developed sound. Like that's the number one thing that I'm seeing. It's like his sound really polished. Like at this point.
I was sitting up in the cage. I was begging you to stay, and you hung up in my face. Free Kodak, everything is slayed. They keep begging me to change. Talked to Future the other day, and he say I need to change lanes. Yeah. Cause they gon' try to count you out, so you make them count you in. Yeah. Stimulate my brain, yeah. Had to tell them I ain't leaving out the same way I came in. Yeah.
Dang, he said Future told him to change. He still ain't doing it. Holy.
Run, I said that shit right in front of my mind. Swear I would never run, just like a man, I'ma face my problems. Even when my voice fucked up, I'ma spit in the booth, I'ma go in like a goblin. Nigga got me fucked up, I'ma spin on this block, I admit that I had shot him. BBS is in my train, told that whole young.
Yo, what I love about this is that like he has like different flows and switch, cause like some people like they'll be real catchy with the melodic stuff and they'll keep it the same like all the way through. Nate with the 222,000 bits. Hey yo.
I admit that I had shot him. BBS is in my train, told that whole young thug everything. Hearing voices in my brain, hoping everything change. I've been rolling through the streets and I've been clutching on my heat. I put blood out on my feet and I put cameras in my trees. Say I changed on you, but I feel that you changed on.
I like how he switched that. Hold on, let me go back.
Fuck up, I'ma spit in the booth, I'ma go in like
he
a
got
guy.
so many flows and deliveries. Like I like it because it keeps the song interesting. You know, a lot of artists or rappers are very one-dimensional. They find a flow and they'll stick to it. But to me, what separates the people who are really skilled and talented is how many different, like, I don't know, how many different ways they can flip it and spin it. And to me, it's like, he got so many flows and different little pockets and cadences he's doing. Sounds like an improved Thugger. I can see that. I've never, well, I haven't heard his music to compare, but like, yeah, like he sounds like a more clean, polished version of what Young Thug does. That makes sense why Young Thug kind of was supporting him and stuff.
Nigga got me fucked up, I'ma spin on this block, I admit that I had shot him. BBS is in my train, told that whole young thug everything. Hearing voices in my brain, hoping everything change. I've been rolling through the streets and I've been clutching on my heat. I put blood out on my feet and I put cameras in my trees. Say I changed on you, but I feel that you changed on me. I say my prayers and you gon' sow just what you read. Yeah. I've been taking Adderall, mixing it with lean. Hope I wake up out my sleep, too many problems.
He's skating on this shit. I ain't gonna lie, I'm pretty impressed. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty impressed. Like he's just going in and out of these different pockets and rhyme scheme. Like he's just like, it's effortless, it's seamless. Like this is not glazed, bro. I just love rap. I love the art of rap because it's so much more than just rhyming words. You feel me? Like I'm gonna just keep playing it. I'm not trying to overly glaze. It's just, I appreciate musicality when I see it, and I didn't realize how much like there was to his sound. You feel me? Like you can really feel the emotions of what he's saying too. That's the other thing. He's not just saying it. It sounds like he's pouring his heart out. Like, you know, I know it might sound a little like corny or head ass, but like nah, like you can feel what he's saying. You feel me? Oh, Nate, I am gonna be reacting to old Young Thug projects because I was not a fan of Young Thug when I was growing up. I wasn't a fan of Future either. And those are two artists who I'm gonna spin back on and listen to their projects. So y'all let me know which Young Thug project should I start with, because I'm gonna listen to at least 2 or 3. But I can't say like right now and within the past 3-4 years, I have definitely grown to appreciate his style. Looking at it from a different perspective, like as I've grown musically, I start to understand the genius of what Young Thug did and his style. And I think maybe it's once I became a fan of Yeet, I start seeing the Young Thug influence, and I start seeing how Young Thug, how he shaped the sound of a lot of artists that I like, you know, that were influenced by him, and that definitely made me appreciate him more. So y'all let me know. I'm not a Thug hater anymore. I actually appreciate him, and I really do advocate for him as one of the pioneers of the modern sound. I always say the pioneers of the modern sound for a lot of these artists, it goes like T-Pain, Wayne, and this isn't directly in order. T-Pain, Wayne, Future, Thug, and Lil Uzi. So to me, I would stop it right there. And to me, those are the ones who had the most influence. Because anybody you name after that, I feel like you could point to one of those guys as the origins of it. You feel me? And we got to, T-Pain and Wayne is the godfather of this shit for real. He really is. And I also want to give Lil Wayne credit as well with how he influenced the rock lean or the rock angle that was added to hip hop, which of course we can go back to Run DMC and Aerosmith, Walk This Way. Okay, I do know my history. But in the modern era, Wayne was way ahead of his time. Way ahead of his time. Way ahead of his time. And people hated that rock album. And maybe it wasn't the best rock album. However, he was about 10 years ahead of time in terms of being able to peep that the rock angle could work with hip hop. And then you get Uzis of the world, you get the Cardis of the world. I'm sure y'all could probably name other, y'all let me know in the comments, who are the other artists that kind of did the little rock vibe in their music. But it's very prevalent now, and I think it's still gonna grow. I still think we're developing that side of hip hop even more. Like, I don't know, rap and rock, hip hop, it just goes well with every genre. Facts. Now Nate, Eminem's one of my goats. So that's crazy you say you didn't like Eminem, but bro, like, nah, bro, like Eminem, that's one of my goats. He's literally the rapper that made me love the art of hip hop, you know, because I heard Wayne growing up, I heard the 50 Cent, the other goats, right? But Eminem introduced me to a different layer of how intricate rap could be. And he's the one that made me actually start studying lyrics and rhyme schemes and cadences and flows and really get into the weeds of it. And he really set the bar for me and spoiled me at a young age and set my expectations so high that I wasn't even fucking with certain rappers. You feel me? Like, he set the bar, so I was like, when I found Cole and Kendrick, I was like, okay, these are some people who feel like they coming from that type of lineage of the intricacy and the effort into their rap. You feel me? Said Wayne is the GOAT. Oh yeah, I think Wayne's the GOAT. Y'all let me know in the comments too. Who do y'all think is the rap GOAT? I know a lot of y'all gonna say NBA YoungBoy, but like, y'all let me know who is the rap GOAT for y'all. Cause for me, I feel like I can make the best case for it for Lil Wayne, because he's had the influence of all the generations. He's been out for so long, and I don't know how many rappers have influenced the sound for that long. Because even our OGs in rap, right, Tupac, Biggie, with their sound influencing rap, it's not that much. Or Nas, right, those goats, right, the impact wasn't as crazy. I would say you could also make an argument for what's the name, Andre 3000 and Outkast. That could be an argument in term, because I mean, y'all, they do have the highest selling hip hop album of all time by far. I would have thought it was Eminem. Nah, they got it. They got it. Let's see. Said a lot of white rappers build off of M's legacy. Facts. Hands down, ain't no one catching up to Wayne for like another decade. When someone drops 2,500 tracks, then they can challenge Wayne. Facts, yo. Wayne's run was insane. Like, and you could really say a lot of the rappers who be spamming mixtapes, I would say, I give Wayne and Gucci credit. They were both going crazy with the mixtapes and albums and all that. So I'll put both of them in there for that. Beastie Boys got me into hip hop before M came. Wait, Nate, what did Beastie Boys do with hip hop? I know about Run DMC and Aerosmith collab, but what did the Beastie Boys do? Facts, he just now falling off. Yeah, I gotta listen to that Wayne project myself, cause y'all know people be hating. They be hate training people.
Hope I wake up out my sleep. Too
Yeah, I don't
many
know about Beastie
problems.
Boys.
Yeah, thinking how I'm gonna solve it. Yeah, so much pain in my body. Yeah, they selling lies and I bought it. Yeah, don't tell me that you love me if you ain't gonna die for me. You can stay the fuck around me if you ain't gonna ride for me. Told me you would never leave. How can you just lie to me? Yeah, get from off your knees. You ain't gotta cry to me. Yeah. I been giving all my love. Tell me, do you feel it? Never learned how to trust. Sitting penitentiary. All for you, I take a slug, baby. Who the realest? Had to tell her I'm a genie. I got answer wishes. Yeah. Been in love, never helped me solve my problems. I wish that I could find a girl just like my mama. I don't wanna hurt nobody, but still ride around with that typer. So life to the end, tell them free the main sniper. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. I think it's safe to say I'm starting to understand. I don't know. Maybe I'm starting to get it a little bit, y'all. What are the I'm curious, what are the fans like? Yo, NBA YoungBoy fans, let me ask y'all, what is it that y'all love about YoungBoy? Just off of hearing that song, I feel like I kind of catch the vibe. I feel like I'm starting to get it. But y'all tell me directly, what connects you to him so much? Why does he resonate with y'all? You know, I'm genuinely curious. The opera singing is too beautiful. Yeah, your opera singing. Yeah, the singing, I will say, his melodic aspects. I could see a lot of people who's influenced by him. Rappers I listen to, because for those of you that don't know, I do, like when I'm on Twitch, I do a lot of work with like underground artists, you know, supporting people who are on their grind, you know, trying to come up. I do 30-minute song challenges, bring them for song words, you know what I'm saying, get them to promote their music, things like that. And I can definitely say, after like looking at a lot of underground artists, hold on, are we back? I was saying, sorry y'all, the Twitch stream tweaked out on us for a second. But yeah, it's a lot of artists who are influenced by YoungBoy. It's so clear to me that like a lot of them basically have influence. I definitely hear his sound and impact in a lot of people. But man, like I definitely feel like his Hall of Fame badge is that emotional feel. Like he's able to capture that emotion in the song so well. Like a lot of artists aren't able to do that. And what I feel too is like a lot of rappers are like too scared to like express their emotions in songs because they're more worried about aura farming. But I always tell these rappers when I work with these underground artists, first of all, okay, so your music sounds good. Let's say, first of all, most of their music doesn't sound good, but let's say their music does sound good. The problem is that a lot of times they ain't talking about shit. You feel me? They ain't talking about shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and on top of that, it's like, if you're not saying anything, right? It sounds good, but you're saying a bunch of bullshit. The person who's able to connect and capture a person's emotions in that music is gonna have a way more loyal fan base and support than somebody who's just on there rapping and maybe it sounds good melodically, but there's nothing to connect with or you don't remember anything. You feel me? So that's why I feel like artists like NBA YoungBoy and other artists who connect with people, whoever that is, street niggas, whatever, just like J. Cole, just like Kendrick, they represented certain people with their music. NBA YoungBoy represents a certain type of person with his music, you know? Like, he represents a certain demographic that identifies with his stuff, right? And just on a human level, when it comes to these street dudes, right? I don't be looking at them with like the most judgment and things like that, like some other people. You know, as a person who, like I said, I have family that's on that type of time in that life. I've had brothers that, you know, still in jail to this day because of living that type of life. He was so smart, very athletic, just extremely versatile, able to do so much, and that's the life that he chose, and he gotta live with the consequences of that. And I understand how complex the individuals are that are in that lifestyle, where a lot of people just look at them as, oh, they're just thugs, they're just this, and I'm like, nah, it's a lot of pain, it's a lot of abandonment, it's a lot of lack of guidance, lack of support, right? Hunger, desperation. That's the things that I think about when I think of these street dudes who's doing all this stuff. Like when I see the thing about him body slamming his girlfriend, I'm like, yo, what type of environment did he grow up in for that to be his way of doing stuff? You know, like it's not okay you know, my thing is he still doing it to this day? Has he grown from it? Has he learned from it? You know, that's when I got a problem with people. But, you know, it's like, I feel like the people that resonate with this type of music, I kind of understand why they be going so hard for him now. So y'all let me know what song to check out next. I appreciate y'all watching. Drop a follow to the Twitch. The links in the comments and description. And if you're an artist yourself and you want to come on stream, you know, put your music out there, be in some song waves, be in some song challenges, let me know in the comments or follow me on IG, hit me up on IG and let me know, yo, I saw your video, da 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 da. All right, until next time, y'all, we're outie.